We back again. It's my girl budgeting. Let the glow begin. Jack got a latte, but she planned that. Numbers in the notebook, cute little cash stack. Crystals on the desktop, breathing, relax. Turn a tiny paycheck to a big soft life. Facts. My girl budgeting.
Hello, welcome, my beautiful budgeting jewels. It is Monday, guys. Yes, and I am back at saving today. So we are doing the colorful box Mondays. This is mini savings that I've acquired since 2023, guys, and we are, finding ways that we can, use these mini savings that pertain to each of our lovely boxes, and depending on where I put them toward the sinking fund. So we'll be doing that today. I'm gonna get started with my card reading for the week for you guys that looking for inspiration, looking for focus, drive, anything that keeps you motivated, positive, and giving you insight into how to look at things rather than looking at them in a bad way. This gives you some insight on how to look at your finances in a better way, other than, than the whole debt, drama. So I do have my money that's going to be going into our colorful boxes. Of course, I bring $12 to those boxes. Then we also have, with our Rainbow Brite and Friends, Save by the Color. And I have my $10 for this one. So this will be put aside because this one does come in at the end. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and get started with our first part of the video. And that is the lovely card in our financial budget reading. Okay, so I'm going to just go through, shuffle these out as best as I can, and with the hopes that I've gotten a good shuffle out of them. Alright, so I typically pull out 3 cards. I believe in the power of threes. That's just a strong method of manifesting. If you do it 3 times, over and over, it's 3, 6, 9 is how it goes. But yeah, so I do believe in the power of 3. So we're gonna go ahead. Let me do just one last, shuffle. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so here is our card. No, I don't know. Something's telling me that's, I need to shuffle a little bit more. I don't know. You get those feelings sometimes. It's just like shuffle, shuffle, and shuffle again. Usually do it about 10 times. So okay. So here we go. We got our 3 cards. So we got 1, 2, and 3 of our lovely cards for today. This is solely based, the cards that I give on positive reading, positive reinforcement. It's by no means is it to be negative, drawn any kind of negative energy. If you are feeling kind of in a negative way about these cards, that is you working within yourself. I will say, because nothing bad about this is coming out of this. This is just a means for everybody to feel some kind of connection in getting with their words and with their finances. So let's go ahead and start with our first left. I always start from left to right. And our first card, of course, is the Lovers, guys. Yes. So we got the Lovers, of course. And that is, isn't that a beautiful card? It's a beautiful lover card. So the Lovers are financial and budget message for today's. The core energy of it is your money situation is asking you to make a conscious choice, okay, that aligns with your true values, not impulse or pressure, okay? Okay, so what is it saying about your finances? It's saying you're at a decision point with money, 2 paths, 2 priorities, or 2 financial styles, okay? Budgeting works best for you right now when it's intentional and values-based, not restrictive, okay? And this can point to shared finances, a budgeting partner or collaboration. It could be your spouse, your partner, accountability buddy, or even a future you, okay? Doesn't have to just be, you know, a specific person like other than yourself. It can be the future you in them. Okay, so the guidance that it's going to be giving you is that, and what it wants you to ask yourself is, does this expense support the life I actually want? Okay, so and your budget should feel like a mutual agreement, not a punishment. This is how we should always look at our budget. You know, it's the dreaded budgeting. The word itself tends to get lost in negativity. You know, a lot of people, I mean, I for one always was like, oh God, dreaded word of budgeting. I hate the word budgeting. In the past, I was always about that, and I was like, I'm not getting budget. I'll figure it out. I'll manage. And so we get acclimated to keeping that in our thought process of the budgeting word, right? And so what you have to look at it for yourself is that you are working out an agreement that fits you, okay? If anything else, you know, if like easily you could say, oh, I could go spend that money at the store. Spend it at the store, you know, and that's just something that's going to give you satisfaction. We get that, you know, what is it? Oh God, I always say this word and now I can't remember it. But it's always like, when we want something, we're going to get it. Regardless of, you know, anything, especially if we're determined to get something done or get something that we want, we're going to get it. That is how you have to look at it with budgeting, is the mutual agreement that you make with yourself, because you are now saying like, okay, my finances are very important. I am going to budget myself so that I can maintain a better life that doesn't leave me working paycheck to paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck, always having to find a means to, you know, survive. Whereas I have an agreement with my budget that I'm going to stay on track, follow each of the steps, no matter whatever budgeting journey you're doing, or steps or whatever. It could be the zero-based budgeting. It could be the, you know, 50-30-20 budgeting system. It could be any of them. But as long as you're in agreement within yourself and your budget, that's the way you're going to work with your money, that will align with your finances, and you don't have to struggle so much. I cannot stress it enough, guys. Even today, I will say I did, you know, take a day off because I've been sick. I was sick this past weekend, and I was not still up to par on going to work. I couldn't concentrate. This is evening time, and I'm able to concentrate. But at that, I even was walking from my kitchen to my office, and I was just thinking, like, I truly am blessed because I do have a job that I'm able to take those days off, for one, and have PTO and stuff like that. I am blessed in that, and that I have a job that allows me to have that. But also, I am not so much in the part where I'm stressing because I didn't pay my bills. You know, something about it just, I don't know, it clicked in my head before I did this video. It was clicking in my head like, I am not stressing about money like I used to. I used to just stress about, oh God, am I going to have to pay? What do I have to pay right now? What's coming up? Is my electric going to be turned off? Is my water going to be turned off? Is my gas going to be turned off? All of those things, I used to stress about that on a constant basis because I didn't have an agreement with my budget. I didn't have a budget. I didn't focus on budgeting. And so I always stressed about money. And now for me, I don't stress about money. I have a good relationship with money. My money story has gotten me to a better means of understanding money. And you know, this is what the Lovers card is giving you guys right now, is just being able to come to that mutual agreement so that you can start budgeting yourself and see the other side of that aspect of stress of always, you know, always having to penny pinch for money for certain things depending on where they fall in your bills, right? So understand that part of it, okay? So this is, again, not a punishment. You know, don't look at you having to do your budget. You know, yeah, it can be daunting at times, and sometimes you're just like, oh God, I don't want to do it. Look at numbers and finances, but at the end of the day, when you figure it out, and then you actually look at when you're ahead of the game, that is the aha moments that you're gonna have. So, I love that. I love this card. I mean, it's just saying a lot to me right now by having this card. So with that, you're going to also make sure you just want to align your spending with love-based goals, okay? Security, freedom, joy, and peace, okay? So the upright lovers is financial harmony, okay? It's healthy money boundaries. It's aligned savings goals. And it's joint plans working smoothly, okay? On the shadow end of that, for the reverse energy, it's emotional spending, avoiding a money decision. So that's what is lurking behind. You know, if you come to that mutual agreement and you use the upright, you know, energy of the lovers, you're going to come into that financial harmony and healthy money boundaries, line savings goal, and joint plans working smoothly. But also behind that is the emotional spending, avoiding a money decision, misalignment between wants versus needs, and one-sided financial effort, okay? So your action with this card is create a value line, okay? Create a value line in your budget. It says, what do I love is your questions, okay? There's 3 questions that you want to do by creating your values line. What do I love? What do I want my money to stand for? What am I choosing yes to? And what am I choosing no to? So that's a combination, 2-part question, okay? So I'll repeat those again. What do I love? What do I want my money to stand for? What am I choosing yes to? And what am I choosing no to? Okay? And I think on this questions, I think going forward, whenever I have, you know, give you some questions, guided questions like this, I think I will be reflecting on them for myself as well, in which I do after, but I never bring back to the table. So I need to start doing that. So you guys probably will see that more along the lines. Probably if anything, it'll be by Friday's video. Whatever video I have going up that Friday, because this is Monday. Gives you time to reflect and then also be able to answer those questions, you know, or maybe I'll do it Wednesday. Maybe I'll give you the answers Wednesday to these questions for myself. And you guys can also follow along in your own questioning, okay? So the affirmation you're going to have for this card is, I choose financial decisions that honor my values and create long-term harmony, okay? So, all right, so that's the Lovers card, okay? So next up is, now we have the Lovers, and then the next thing is the Fool, okay? So, all right. So for the So for the full, of course we have the full here. It's basically saying to start fresh. Okay, as you're coming to that mutual agreement with your budget. Okay, you make that mutual agreement with your budget. Again, do not fear it, but also do not, do not punish yourself for it. Okay, you also are going to start fresh with the full. It's a clean slate budgeting. This is your moment, guys. This is your moment to be able to take the lover's card, come to that agreement, and then you get to start a clean slate of budgeting. Okay, try a new system. If you feel like because you are stuck in your budget or something's not working for you in the way you're budgeting yourself, it's time to try a new system, a challenge, maybe even challenges that you're just not aligning with, or a method. I will say there are different ways of budgeting, for one, and you always can look them up on YouTube, different ways to budget, the different methods of budgeting. But also, when you try one, make it work for you. I always say that, even on past cards, I've said, don't let the money, take control. You have to, make the money work for you. And so you have to find a different method. And if what you're doing now is not working, try different things to do. This is why I do my budget planning the way I don't do it, because I have managed to do different kinds of methods and find something that works for me and is helping me stay motivated, staying accountable, but also keep driven in that way. And so this is actually going to give you pretty much a clean slate to start that, and even with challenges, I know there's been time, I know majority of people do more of the challenges than the budgeting part of it, and they would prefer doing just the challenges, saving challenges, because that's the fun part of it, and I get that entirely. But sometimes those challenges don't align with you, and sometimes they can be, sometimes you're just not drawn to them, you're like, I started it, I'm not feeling it. Then I think that at that time is where you can say, then I'm gonna change it. Maybe even change the way you're saving for it. Maybe that could help. And if that doesn't work, then completely, get rid of it and start a new one, start something else. Maybe you get to a point where you're halfway through done with the challenge and you're just not able to pick yourself up to do it continuously. And you're just you know what? I got halfway there. That money I have I'll roll it into another one that's going to give me more of a drive or something that's calling to me. Do that. You don't have to be stagnant in the challenge if you're not taking to it. Okay. So that's just one thing that you can do as far as, starting that clear slate. So with the new system, you also want to release the fear around money mistakes. Okay, we all make them. Nobody's perfect with their finances. Nobody is on it. There are always mistakes made. We always say you have to learn from your mistakes to be able to get over the hurdles and then be able to find the workarounds those. Okay, so you want to take a leap of faith toward financial freedom. And, releasing the fear that you have with those mistakes, is just going to be that next step to get you closer to your finances. Financial freedom is the way I look at it. And that's my biggest takeaway from anything, even what I'm doing. It's all about my financial freedom, that I want to have freedom to be able to understand my finances, but also to be able to not live under that threshold of being in debt, in a debt society. I don't want to fall under that. I want to be debt free. I want to be out of that. facade that we've always been told that, oh, you have to build your credit. You have to build your credit. Don't pay nothing for cash. You got to build your credit, and then you can go buy all the luxury stuff that you can't afford because obviously you're getting credit. And then you're stuck because now you have debt that is under your name for as long as you don't take care of it, right? Or we don't pay it off. So this is definitely not a reckless energy. It's an intentional courage, okay? So this is going to give you that intentional courage that you need, okay? So what it means for your budget, it's time to rewrite the rules of how you save or spend, okay? A new savings challenge, envelope style, or playful system will work better than strict rules, okay? Again, make it work for you. Find something and tweak it. Maybe you do like a certain way that some people do, different things on their budgeting. And you start doing it and you're like, I want to practice that. I want to do that. Okay. And then it doesn't really fit you. You feel like kind of like, okay, I'm not really feeling this. Then you figure out a way to tweak it, adjust it, scratch it out, start over again, do all the chicken scratches on, your paper just to come to an agreement with your budget that works for you. Okay? And you have to trust yourself. You've learned enough to begin again. Okay? I think we all have, and you guys, if you are new to budgeting and you're just trying to figure out, how to do this, I mean, there are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be times where you have money so much saved up and you're like, I'm doing good, I'm good. And then something comes up and you have to use that money. But the thing about it is that you save that money to have that money to be able to pull that money where you don't, end up stressing yourself out because you didn't have the money in the beginning. So this combo between the lovers and the full often shows that starting a new savings journey after emotional clarity, choosing joy, sustainability, over burnout budgeting, and money becoming lighter, not heavier. Okay, so the shadow message on this card is a gentle warning, we will say. Don't leap without a plan. So don't just like, okay, I'm shredding everything. Jack says shred it. Get rid of it. Start over. We're done with it. Don't just don't just do that without a plan of action, okay? Intentional freedom is what you're aiming for, not chaos. Because then at the end of the day, you're going to be like, I don't know where to start. You have to have a plan. And make sure your fresh start still honors long-term goals, okay? And I'm always adjusting myself, guys. I'm always, like, I've already printed out some new savings strategies that I'm going to be utilizing so I can get on my debt. You guys know from last year, toward the end of the last year, I kept talking solely that I want to tackle my debt for this year. As much as I can get all my debt, get rid of, all of my credit cards, I'm going to do that. And so I'm working on strategies to help me with that. So that's just, the things that you have to look at, So practical action for this card is create a fresh start fund. Okay. Right there, that is a sinking fund. You can have a fresh start fund. Okay. Small, consistent contributions in that fresh start fund. Okay. That will get you, squared away to be like, okay, even if you're like, oh, this is my buffer, even if you want to call it that, buffer, something you can fall back on, that is something you can use, as a fresh start, and purpose is freedom, fun, opportunity. Everybody has, sometimes the change is good, and majority of the time I will say change is good, because you don't want to stay ever stagnant. You have to learn that change is good. You have to be accepting of change. You have to be willing to, work with that change. So don't ever get acclimated to what you always have done or what you're always doing. Change is always good. Okay. Let this fund, the Fresh Start Fund, remind you money can feel exciting, not scary. Okay. So maybe that is something you guys, and if you do start a Fresh Start Fund, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. So your affirmation for this card is, I choose alignment first, and I trust myself as I step into a new financial chapter. Okay, so we got the Lovers, we got the Fool. Last but not least is, of course, the Knight. Yes, we have the Knight card here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to, my congestion. Okay, so for the Knights of Pentacles, this is discipline and follow through. Okay, this is the magic part of where these all come together. Okay, so this is where it's going to give you that fire. It's going to give you slow, steady progress. Okay, again, don't do it without a plan. Consistent savings, trusting routines over motivation. Okay, so you have to be able to trust what you're doing over motivation. Okay, this Knight says, do the boring thing, it works. Okay, sometimes, yeah, we do get into that part where we're like, I don't want to do this, it's so boring, whatever. A simple, repeatable system will outperform anything complicated. Small deposits done consistently, big equal big wins. Okay, so this is what it means with your budget. You're building long-term wealth, not quick dopamine wins. And that's a big one, I will say. That is a big one, because yeah, we can do right now, right quick, let me just do it. Whereas if you're building that steady wealth, long-term wealth, then you're going to it's gonna get you more into that financial freedom. So this is a gentle mayhem energy. Guys, where does that word come from? Gentle mayhem energy. Calm structure with quiet power. You guys know, I mean, me and Mari did the Gentle Mayhem collab. That was a big thing that we came up with last summer. I remember, she was live, I think. It was her live. And she was talking about how Jack is my calm and I'm her chaos, or something like that. She said something along like that. And I remember I either emailed her, because at that time we weren't messaging each other or emailing, because we didn't have we weren't at that point connected yet. And when she mentioned that, I was like, and I told her, you know what? Because we had talked about doing a collab long before that, and I told her, let's do something with calm and chaotic, and that will be the starting point of all of this. And so it has been, the driving force for us, in our collaboration. So just FYI. But so the shadow message on this card is don't get stuck planning forever. Okay, how I said you gotta come up with a plan to be able to gung-ho it. You have to have a plan before you make that change. Okay, do not stay stuck trying to plan forever, because it could go on forever. Because sometimes I've done that, where I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna do it this way, I'm gonna do my budget this way, okay, I'm gonna start from here this way, and I'm gonna move into this, and then I'm gonna move into this, and then I'm gonna move into this, and I'm gonna have all of these different freaking subcategories for my budget. And by the time I look at it, I'm like, what am I saving? What am I calculating here at this point? So do not let it run on. Come up with the starter. Keep it a one-page little, small little budget that works for you. Just go with it, okay? And then also, you don't want to quit when progress feels slow, okay? I think that's like the biggest thing that any of us can do in anything, any kind of industry, platform, anything that we do in life, is that we sometimes don't see progress moving. And then at that point, then we tend to quit because it's not moving fast enough for us. We have to be able to work with the slow and steady. And so one thing is, you know, consistency is your love language now. Ugh, my words. Consistency is your love language right now, okay? I mean, just keep at it. Keep at it. Don't give up. Don't give up. I mean, and we're human in nature, right? So by default, we will come down on ourselves and feel like we're not making progress. This is not working. If it's not working what you're doing that moment, then find another way to something else to do. Okay, but don't give up. Okay, consistency, love language equals love language. Okay, let's use that. Okay, as your to-do list. Okay, so the action steps that you're going to be taking with this card is that you want to create a set it and stay saving lane. Okay, set it and say set it and stay saving lane. Oh my gosh, it's one fixed amount, same day, every week, month, no overthinking, no renegotiating. See, this is what I get for trying to be talking when I'm feeling like this. But yeah, guys, so set it and stay saving lane is for your action with this card. Okay, and then the affirmation you're going to get with this card is I move forward with intention, courage, and steady commitment. Okay, so those are your cards again, guys. We got the Lovers, the Fool, and the Knight. I think that is a really good compilation of cards for you to focus on this week. I'm going to actually set this aside because I do want to get those questions for you guys. And don't forget to get those questions. And, you know, maybe if you feel like you want to share, you can always share with me through email, or you can also, you know, go to one of my lives and you can talk to me about it. I would prefer probably Thursday lives because that's just a me and you kind of a basis kind of term. But I would love for you to, you know, share what you get out of these cards. Please give me some insight into maybe what you're feeling with the cards, because I do love that feedback, and it just, you don't know what it does to me anytime you guys do send me the cards. Okay, so I would love for you guys to do that. Let me go real quick. I need to get a drink, but I will be right back. Alright guys, so up next, after that lengthy discussion, I did not realize that I was upside down, guys, so bear with me. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get our colorful boxes today. Of course, these lovely dashboards, I made them into stickers, but they were gifted to me from lovely Shelly at Shelly's Crafty Corner. Okay, so let me see if I can fit this one in here a little bit better. Okay, so here are our lovely, we got our pink box for emergency, red for Christmas, green for home, yellow for birthday, blue for car, purple for medical. Okay, and along with these guys, sometimes I give that intentional motivation for each color of the box. Okay, so I'm gonna get my colorful die. We do have it here. Let's see. Okay, got my $12. That's where each of these are gonna go. Depending on the color it lands on, $1 will be assigned. Okay, so we have yellow is up first. Yellow again. Yellow again. What? Yellow again. What? We got purple. My goodness. We got blue. I'm kind of getting scared there for a minute. We got red. We got purple. We got green. Oh, we got purple. It almost was pink for a minute. We got green. And last dollar is going to purple. Alright, emergency did not get anything today. So let me put all of these aside. And we'll start with our lovely blue box of cards for the card. So of course, blue is peace and clarity, guys. So the intention is, I say with calm intention, my finances flow with clarity, balance, and ease. Okay, so your focus is bills, sinking funds, stress-free money management. Okay, it is getting $1 to its name. So let's see what we're going to color in. Let's go ahead and go with Ellie on Earth. Cute little poodle, pink poodle savings. Oh, I forgot I have some on the back. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put $1 here for this one. Count that one to our stack of cash. And now we have 50 in high yield savings account, 65, 7, 9, 70. Yeah, $70 for car. Alright, next up is yellow. For yellow, the intention for yellow, this is optimism and growth. And it says, I welcome opportunity and growth. My savings support my dreams and future possibilities. So your focus for these lovely cards or box is goals, education, creative projects, and travel, which is a birthday thing. So that one got the big moolah today. So it got $4 added to it. We're gonna go ahead and do it to my conchas card. This is something I created. Cute card of different little Mexican sweetbread. They're called conchas. But look, guys, it's got different shapes and it's even got Mickey ears. Love it. So we're gonna put those $4 toward each of these. I'm gonna go with a color for each of them. So 1, 2, yellow. Let me get a yellow. Let me see if this reads through. 3, 4. Probably gonna throw in a little bit of orange in there. Some. Just because I won't be able to tell if I colored it in. Okay, so $4 goes to that one. And now we have, it was 4, right? Yeah, okay. We have 50, 75, 85, 87, 89, 90, 91, 92, $93. Love it. Alright, next up is our purple card box. Purple. So the box for this one, the intention is alignment and abundance. So the intention states that I trust my intuition with money. My savings align with me, my higher purpose, and long-term abundance. So your focus for this box is long-term goals, investing energy, manifestation, savings. And you know, sometimes these are gonna coincide with each other. You know, they're gonna be mentioned a couple of times. So, depending how you want to use them, you know, is entirely up to you. What stands out to you is what I would say use it for. Okay, so we have $1, $2, $3, $4 going here. We'll go into the star budgets because we are getting done with this. We're gonna put 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're almost done with this, so I'm gonna keep going with it. Oh, I need to put these in Gracie's envelope. Oh my gosh, I forgot that. Okay, so let's go with this green here. That's 1. Whatever color I pull is what it's meant to be. 2. Oh, that was a dark one. I'm hoping it's not bleeding through. Alright. Let's see. 3. And one more. 4. Again, this is from Star Budgets. Okay, so $4 added to that one. Let's see. Somewhat did, not too bad. Alright, so we have 55, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81. $81 for medical, which is good because it's going to go toward my medicine. Alright, we have home. So home got $2 to it in the green box. So what does our green box say to us today? Wealth and consistency. There's that word. There's your love language word, guys. Consistency. So intention is I grow wealth steadily and responsibly. Every deposit compounds my security and freedom. Okay, every deposit compounds my security and freedom. Focus is general savings, investments, steady progress. That is one thing I'm also looking into doing, guys. I think I'm gonna start looking into some investments. $2 again before I forget. But I think I'm gonna go into that route sooner than I thought. And you know, I'm learning about the 75, 15, 10 rule. So yeah, that's something I'm looking at. Just because I feel like you should always be learning about your budget or finances or ways to finance. Budget yourself. And that's one thing I like to look at is different methods of budgeting. $2 going in. So we have more than that. We have 50, 60, 75, 77, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. 84 going into home. Next up is our lovely Christmas box. So this is for the reds. Because I don't have a red box. Not yet. Not yet. It's coming. So for red, it is action and security. Your intention for red is I save with confidence and courage. Every dollar strengthens my foundation and protects my future. Your focus here is stability, emergency savings, taking bold financial action. Okay. So this is getting $1. So, oh, why do I feel like I've like deja vu? Like I finished this, but I never did. Okay, so we're gonna jump into this one. This one was the savings I created I think 2 Easters ago. I really don't think it's been a long time for this one. So we're gonna put $1 toward that one and call it a day for that. So now we have 50, 60, 5, 67, 69, 70, 71. Excuse me, guys. Here we go. Okay. Next is emergency. I did not get any money that was applied to it, but I'm going to give you the intention for this just in case you may be doing the money box or this color box today. So pink box is self-love and joy. The intention is I save from a place of love. My money choices honor my worth and bring joy without guilt. There's that word. Don't punish yourself. Do not have guilt, right? Focus today is personal spending, self-care, fun money, balance, and intentional. So all these things of focus words that I'm giving you, you know, and if you're writing them down, or maybe you just want to be like, I want to get the top 5, top 3, whatever. Mix and match them to your desire, to what's calling to you. I always say words can call out to you, and let that be your focus, okay? That pulls you toward that card, whether it's a card, whether it's words. Let that be the thing that you say, okay, it was intentionally meant for me to understand that specific word. I need to look at that and focus on that. So, with that being said, guys, we are done with this part of our mini box color save. So, I may have to take a break here in a minute, guys, before I start Rainbow Brite. Okay. I think I should be fine. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the Rainbow Brite. Of course, this was gifted to me by Budgets and Chaos Mari. So it's just lovely, colorful envelopes that she created along with her challenges that we pertain to. So for this one, we actually color in a number, scratch off a number. That tells me how much I'm going to be putting to each of these rolls when I use my colorful die. So let's go ahead. I used a D3, and we got 3. So we're gonna go start here, 1, 2, and 3. So we're coming to this silver one here, and we're gonna see how much. So each roll is gonna cost me $2. Okay, so okay, so $2 is going into that. Again, I want to do these, I won't savor these until the end, so I'll put cash toward these at the end when I'm done with all of these. So, colorful die coming out. This one has the orange, so I'm going to grab my lovely die from Budget Your Life, Eva. So, we're going to go ahead and see. $10 goes into this savings. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so here we go. First is green. Which I don't think green hasn't been getting that much hits. So that's good. We got purple. Purple again. We got orange. Orange, glad you saw me. We got purple again. Come on, give me a red. I need a red. Ooh. And guys, I haven't even put in my moon water in here. I need to refill it. Well, I need to refill it. So, is that blue? Blue. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh. You know what, guys? I've been putting $1 and I should be putting $2 toward each of these. Oh no. So I need to put those 1, 2, 3. Oh no. So is there another dollar? So since I went with the green, I'm gonna have to pull this from the orange. Put it toward the green. Oh, I forgot. Oh my gosh. See, my mind slipped. This has 2. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Oopsies. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the envelope. This needs some work. But we can't do anything about it. So, anyways, we'll jump to all the envelopes that got their money. We're coming to green up first. That is Patio Green and Lucky. It got $2 today. So let's do the little devilish smile for $2. Alright, so now we have for green. We have $5, $7, $8, $9, $10 in green. Alright, next up is blue. Blue got $2 as well. Buddy Blue and Champ. So we're gonna call, let's do a scratch off. I'm just gonna play it. Hopefully it's not a, okay, we got $1 here. Okay, so we're gonna go with that one. Next up, well, let me do it. Let's see. Oh! Oh, I was thinking that all of these were going to be ones here, and no, there was a 2 hidden behind this one. Dang it. Okay, do I have an extra $1? I don't like doing IOUs, guys. I mean, I already have a couple IOUs that I have to do, so. Alright, so we're going to do $3 toward this one for our blue. So for Patty, or Buddy Blue, we have $5, $10, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16. Yay! Is this blue or is this purple? Why am I looking at it like it? I don't know. It's looking purplish to me for some reason. Okay, and last but not least is purple. So purple got the big money. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 going into Indigo and Hammy, as well as Shy Violet and IQ. $6. That's good numbers there. Good numbers. So let's go ahead and do this last scratch off. Just because I have that money to apply $3, and that's what it is. What I love about this is, you know, I'm thinking after I do this one, no, I better not say nothing. I'll say it whenever I come to it. $3 is going to that one. So we have $3 more left. So what do I... Let's go ahead and color in one of the little hide your faces. And I'm gonna use... see if this one works. Alright, we're gonna put that other 3 towards that. So... golly, we're almost done with this one. Crazy. Alright, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that is it, guys. That is today's colorful box savings with all the colors of the rainbow being played on each of the saving challenges, along with the card reading of the week. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. And so that wraps up today's colorful box savings, guys. Every dollar placed today was intentional, okay? Aligned and done with love. Remember, savings doesn't have to feel heavy or perfect, okay? I want to give you this just last few words. It just has to be consistent and true to who you are, okay? If you saved along with me, I am very proud of you, and I adore you guys. I mean, I adore everybody, but it's just like, oh, it helps. I mean, it just adds to it, you know. Um, but if today was just about showing up and setting the intention, that counts too. We're building security, peace, and abundance one choice at a time. So until next time, stay aligned, stay gentle with yourself, and keep stacking with purpose. And with that, guys, I do have one more thing. It just came to me. I have to open it. I have to. So I did receive a lovely gift, and it's, I would say, what did I call it? Oh my gosh. I started calling it something else. Along the lines of Joel, Mel. Jules? Gem, no. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with something, but I you know, that's for gifts that I've received and so on and so forth. But this is actually a gift. I received it, and I want to make sure I don't cut anything that doesn't need to be cut. But this was gifted to me, and you know, I figure I just went and checked the mail whenever my phone was charging. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go check the mail. Didn't expect this yet, but I did get it, so here we go. So I'm gonna pull out. So this was gifted to me from lovely Misha, our lovely friend Misha. She did gift me this lovely savings of Wicked. So yeah, I got the Wicked book. If you guys know the whole debacle, I did, you know, purchase the Wicked from Kimmy's Budgets, but I did not. I only got the dashboards. I didn't realize I did not get the whole game of this. So this is going to be added to our Salem savings, and so Misha was sweet enough to gift me hers that she had received from. I want to say she received it from Danny at Craftco Budgets. So, you know, I think this is going to be something I pay it forward. I think it's going to be an ongoing thing. So, who knows, guys? Maybe this will be coming to you as a freebie in the future. Or not a freebie, but as a gift to pay it forward. I think that's going to be my thing. So, because I think I have quite a few I want to pay forwards. So, yes. So, guys, that is it. We got the Wicked, so now we'll be able to incorporate this into our lovely savings, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and always, guys, if you are a newbie, please use hashtag newbie. If you are a jewel and have been a jewel of mine, please use hashtag jewels, just so I know that you guys, where you're coming from, and those eventually will come into play for my newbies versus my jewel subscribers. That way I want to start utilizing those hashtags in the future. But with that, bukus of love, guys. I hope you have a great week, and that all the intentions that I gave you today, you know, transpire into your day-to-day life, and hopefully help you reflect on things to come with your finances. I will see you on the next one, guys. Bye.
But she planned that. Numbers in a notebook, cute little cash tag. Crystals on the desktop, breathe in, relax, turn a tiny paycheck to a big soft life. Facts.